those that
Hello,
are
good
in the
morning
gray list
guys.
require them to
Breakfast na po
be able to
tayo. Thank
review
you sa bagong
documentation properly.
adlaw.
And weak
So, my
failure by
breakfast
the
for
government to
today, no
implement
English.
enhanced due diligence measures could
While
also lead
listening
to higher interest
sa
rates,
atong background,
processing
though hindi nyo
fees,
ako
as
pag-ibash
well as
ha.
more layers of
No comment
scrutiny
ako
from
dyan.
financial
So, this is a
institutions. And this
fried
is not good
egg,
news for the Philippine banking industry.
sabaw e
Rico, we are
chicken,
given a period of time to comply.
fried
Those
flying
apprehensions
fish,
are not going to be
and
immediate.
cup of
What we
coffee.
need as a
Kain na po
country
tayo.
to
Thank you, Lord.
do is work together. We need a wider net to
Napamatigas
establish
ang
what are the risks that
hindi na
our
ako
country get
pag-ibash.
to face.
No comment.
The banks have already been reviewed, scrutinized over a period of time by the authorities, by the regulators, and there may be new opportunities for those wanting to launder money or do terrorist financing to inflict damage to the country. So let's take a look at what are the risk factors of the country.
Namit ko may
You have gaming industries.
suka.
So if we are going
Dalawa.
to
Sausaw
launder
sabaw.
money, how can we remit it or
Sausaw sa
use
kape.
these gaming
Hindi
companies?
pwede.
How are we going to be able to take a look at the electronic money issuers? How are we able to utilize virtual currency exchanges? All of this needs to be reviewed. And that is what the government is doing. And the Bankers Association of the Philippines is very eager to work with government. We are going to be happy to work with our regulators, and we'll make sure that our member banks get to also put in their expertise in these concerns, primarily because this is our country and we are all going to be in one place that is going to be given a difficult time.
That's right. We have to be one, no, in these reforms. So what initiatives, Wick, does the government and the Anti-Money Laundering Council have to implement now to get us out of this gray list?
They have various pointers
Sa Palawan,
that
abo ang makarang.
are
Flying fish, nga fried.
identified.
Sarap.
And let them handle those
Hindi
various
maalat.
pointers because those are going to be technical. What we need to make sure of is we protect the incoming of funds into our country. Check all payments. If there are suspicious transactions, make sure they're reported immediately. Suspicious transactions and those that are being attempted should be reported, and there's a period of time for you to be able to report all of this. We need to make sure that we are always curious. Why is there a significant amount of inflow? Why is there a remittance that continue to come in? Does this person get salary as an overseas foreign worker daily? Those are trigger points for you to be able to have the ability to prevent the system to be infiltrated. At the end of the day, a good monitoring and tracking system is what's needed. The government is making sure that the laws are made to be able to address this, and they'll continue to address that. I'm very confident that our lawmakers, together with our regulators, are going to address that. But it is us, the participants in the financial market, that should always be in the lookout. Specifically, those that are not too familiar yet, but are already engaged in new businesses that require you to be able to be used or utilized by money launderers.
These loopholes have to be plugged and shut down so the Philippines will get out of this gray list. Thank you so much for this exchange. Wick Veloso of the Bankers Association of the Philippines and the President of Philippine National Bank. Microsoft Office is getting a big makeover. Microsoft says the new Office suite will do away with bold toolbar colors. They will be replaced with a neutral gray color with rounded corners. And this will be available to users running Windows 10 or Windows 11
sa panahon
on their
ngayon
personal
na
computers.
tumataas
straight
pa ng
ahead
case
on
ng
the
COVID,
exchange, where
kain
your
lang ng
business
kain
is our
hanggat
business.
meron.
A look at how the country's return to the dirty money watch list will impact overseas Filipino workers. And this artist shows us how street vendors are saving the day in their own way. Keep it right here on CNN Philippines. News you can use, news you can trust.
Amid the darkness, look on the bright side. As the Philippines continues its battle with COVID-19, the vaccine rollout gets a much-needed boost. San Miguel Corporation has now deployed over 100 healthcare personnel to help with the vaccination drive. SMC's doctors and nurses have administered 55,000 shots across 11 sites in Metro Manila as part of the company's ongoing efforts to support the government's vaccination program. And SMC President and CEO Ramon Ang says there's more to come. Recovery is in sight, but a faster and more effective vaccination rollout throughout the country is critical. For our part, we will continue to support all government efforts and share our resources to help rebuild our economy. Sam Sidwani, CNN Philippines.
Oh, ito naman. Makarado mga Chinese magmukbang.
Glad you're staying with us right here on The Exchange, where your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. A
Very
group
bad.
of film and TV actors want a ceiling on working hours in the entertainment industry. The group's chairman, actor Ding Dong Dante, says production teams should pack up after 12 hours. The Film and Development Council supports this proposal.
Alam namin kung ano ba ang threshold ng isang performer. Hindi lang sa sa pananaw ng isang performer, kung hindi pati yung staff, yung crew, ano ba yung parang pinaka-cap at maximum na pwede pa siyang maging productive. And at the same time, syempre, keeping in mind, of course, the health.
The Senate is hearing bills promoting the safety and welfare of media workers, including the proposed Eddie Garcia Act. Another story that puts a spotlight on labor practices, the case of a factory worker getting paid in coins.
Thank you, Lord.
Authorities are investigating the company for other alleged labor violations.